Hey, what is up, guys? This is the tutorial for how to make a God of War mod that replaces Kratos. I'm not gonna go into anything else, just replacing Kratos. I want to thank everybody in the modding Discord for God of War, and things you will need are Photoshop, which is like a little more than $10 a month, and God of War, which right now is $50, but it does go on sale. So, yeah, and for this to work, you need to go to my website and get one of my mods and just put it in your game. You don't have to use the mod. You can go to the mods folder and get rid of my mod and the texture pack. It's just you need the files. Like, here, I'll go to it. Here's guts. I actually did guts. Everything that's in here, you need this stuff for it to work, just so you know. And another thing is, the way I'm showing it in here, the only way for this mod to work is if you're using the first belt in the game. So, like the first one, or the Death's Vow belt. Links to everything you need will be in the description below. So let's just get right into it. Hitman himself made a God of War tool. The download link will be in the description. Get it, drag it in here. Now type in command prompt, drag the tool into it, and put settings/G, and then you should be in your God of War directory. Grab your God of War directory and drag it here, then press enter. Wait, click it and push enter, and now it will actually work. It's updated to your game directory. So that's how you get the tool to work. On my website, Talleybogie.com, I will release the download link for Garo, so we're going to use that. When you download my mod from my website, though, it will be called Garo TextPack and Garo.textpack.talk. So just use the tool again. So just go like this. Then type in textpack/P. Now make a new folder. Then drag the text pack and push /O to output it to this. And then push /E/D, and it will export everything as DDS. So that's how you will get Garo's textures. You'll need these. You only have to edit 3. I figured it'd be the easiest for you. So close this and open Blender 2.8. Get rid of this cube. And for me, I have a add-on which allows me to import XPSs. I'll put the download link in the description below if you need to do that. You don't have to. You can use anything. It's just I use XPS for this one. So here's Kratos from God of War Ascension. I'm going to actually go into edit mode. I'm going to clear the seams and set from faces to fix all those things. Now, when you actually push this, you can see the model's textures, and some of it is alpha blend, and I want it opaque. So I'm going to hide the armature, and like for his legs, go down to like the red circle and go to blend mode opaque, and they'll fix it. Yeah, so now just do that for every one and you should be good. Chances are it already will be opaque, I don't know, but anyway, go up here to the armature and go into pose mode. I'm not going to show you me posing it, but I will show you that if you push R with the bone selected, that's rotate. Push R again, it's rotate like this. And then if you push G, you can grab it. And then S is to scale it. So that should help you. And if your model doesn't actually have a bone, like an armature, you can Shift A, go down to armature, human meta rig, and you can give it bones and like that. You can watch a Blender tutorial if that helps you. But right now we're going to import OBJs, or a .obj of Kratos. I made one for you. This is all of his vertex buffers merged, and it doesn't have the weights, but it helps you to, like model it, because you won't, don't edit him, edit your model to fit around him. So I'm gonna have to rotate it 180. Then I'll shrink it down. The important part is the shoulders. If the shoulders line up with Kratos' shoulders, it'll probably look pretty good. And then, Kratos in the older games had some pretty funky anatomy, so I will fix this. I'm not going to show you me posing it like I said, but I will cut to when I post it. Okay guys, so this is my model rigged to Kratos, and I applied the correct textures. I obviously wanted like the Kratos with ashes from Ascension, not the olive skin Kratos. So as you can see, he matches, his fingers match, and his mouth, I might have to move it a bit, but it, like, for the most part is pretty matched up to Kratos, and that's all that really matters. So that's done with the modeling. So now go up to shading and probably get rid of just hide the VB. And you want to get rid of all of this. Do this for every single one, because it will mess up the way that Blender bakes stuff. So get rid of all this. All that's important is the normal map connected with and then a diffuse map. So that's like the colors and then like the textures of it. Like, that's all that really matters, and that's all you need to have. So I went ahead and cleaned all of them up. Now go up here and go to UV editor, then go down here to 3D viewport and look at your model. Now go up to new, put a bunch of zeros, and then put your character's name. Then make the texture size 4096 by 4096. And then that's about it. Now this is where you're going to bake all of this onto one map. And it should keep pretty good resolution. It is 4K after all, so yeah. I did actually edit the God of War game files so it can allow for this without crashing. So don't worry about any of that. So then you have to go up to every single one of these. And for me, it's going to be quite tedious. I mean, there's a lot of them, but you should not have that much, really. It's just this. So go to UV maps and add a new one. It'll auto select that new one. You need to make sure that's selected. So just do that for everyone. So I did that. Everything has a second UV map, and everything that has an alpha, which is like hair or anything with transparent textures, push H to hide it, because we're not baking alphas onto this map. I'll show you. I'm going to put an alpha in the game in this video, but not on this map. So I started hiding the alphas, and I noticed he has teeth, or that's his tongue. You don't really want any of that, because I'm going to show you how to use Kratos' mouth on your custom model if you want your custom model's mouth to open. This model doesn't even look bad without the alphas. I mean, like, he still has his beard and eyebrows and stuff, but I'm still going to add them because I think it'll look better, and I want to show you how to in case you want to give your model hair. But to actually do a bake, grab this, push tab to go into edit mode, and then go over here and push A. Now shrink it down, and since this takes up pretty big majority, it is his torso, I want it to fill a lot of the texture, so we're just going to move it here. And when it comes to stuff like this, it's about hoarding. You want to fit all of his textures onto one map. So another thing you can do is go back in here and then push Control L, and it will select islands, and you can move them individually. So that could be helpful for you. I'm going to cut around. You can figure this out on your own. Hold on. So another thing that's important is his head. You want his head to look good, so it should take up a lot of space too. Right now, pretty much it looks like this, and then everything else will go into these black parts. So yeah. Make sure you also match the, like for instance, what I'm about to do, I think all of these are on the same map. So when I push tab, yeah. So it will keep the games, push that. Okay, it'll keep, this is everything. This will keep the original texture. So this is great. And usually it'll be in perfect squares. This is really helpful. So look at the actual textures that you're using and just, think of the smartest way to use them. That's about it. Another thing I'm doing is I'm getting them away from the actual texture itself. I'm just shoving them away so I can, when I'm looking at them all, I can map it out and I can show you that. Okay, so I kind of put them random places. Now I'm going to push A, and I'm going to hide the light in the camera, then push tab. Then this is every map. So now I just have to organize it and put it in the black square in a neat way that is essentially just hoarding. Yeah. So I would come on here and select this and probably, hold on. Yeah. Get rid of proportional editing for this because it'll mess you up. This is a lot of stuff, so it should probably take up a lot of space. And then the eyes do not need a lot of space. So these islands also adhere to the same rules, so rotate, scale, grab, stuff like that, which is extremely helpful. You can also mirror stuff, so I'm going to mirror it like this. I think that'll help. And then I want this island. Is that gonna, no it doesn't, great. And then I'll put this somewhere else. You can just rip stuff apart to help you the best way possible. That might be good. I don't think it'll overlap. It doesn't really matter, we're gonna save before. This is the belt stuff. So let me fix that. So I just selected everything and now I'm just gonna grab it over here. Push A, tab. Now just select these islands, move them here. What is that? Get rid of this, put it somewhere else. Some space up here I haven't utilized. And then I'm just gonna grab this. It's gonna fill up this entire corner. Then these, Control L. Now I'm gonna grab these and put them somewhere else. Some space up here. So I'm gonna rotate it. You shrink it down a bit. Yeah, sure. Is there any other space? Probably right there. That's where I want it. So mirror it along the X. And I don't think anything. Oh, I just realized I put that there. Okay, so now all of Kratos' textures are on one map. What's happening? Anyway. So if you push tab, you see they're all here, and nothing looks like it's gonna mess up, but I always save it just in case. So just go up here and save as, or yeah, I'll just save it. Or Control S is the hotkey to save. Now we're gonna actually bake it. So go to the camera over here, go to Cycles Engine, do not do hair, and go to bake diffuse. Get rid of direct and indirect, just color. Make this some random number like, I don't know, 7 or something. because that way it'll bake faster. Now push this, and what are these? I think those are just things I didn't select, yeah. Anyway, I don't think they should mess up. And if they are, I'm going to fix it. That definitely won't. I think this is a part of his head or whatever. I don't actually know what this is, so I'm still gonna do that. Okay, so that's great. And again, well, I could probably mess with these. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm just gonna bake it. All you have to do is push bake. Here's the thing though. There are 3 issues that can happen. Or no, the issue is that it will bake to a completely different map, but there's 3 solutions. So get out of tab, or get out of edit mode. Now push Shift A to add a texture, an image texture, and then Shift A to add normal maps. This is how I set this up. You connect the color to color and then normal to normal, and that's how you make that. That's just how you add them in if you need them. But we're not going to do that right now because I already did that, and I'm assuming your model already has it too. So we're going to push this drop down, push, gotta go over here, 00 Kratos. That's the image. Now select it. This is where it's going to bake to, so copy it. Now go to every single one and just paste that. And I will show you all 3 solutions if it doesn't bake correctly, because Blender can be weird. So just keep pasting this. Okay, so this selected texture is on every single one. So push A up here, and then push, well, you don't need to, but push tab. And then go back to over here to bake and push bake. Now we'll see if it works. No, the torso didn't work, and like the toes did not work. Those things did not work. Okay, so everything except those 2 things worked. Or, well, technically they're on 2 things because of the maps. So select this. I don't know what it is, so I'm going to do all 3. I'm going to copy all of this. And then I'm going to get rid of the actual texture. Get rid of this. And paste this. So that's, everything's back. Now another thing is maybe it's this. There's not enough of them. I know it sounds weird, but just get a bunch of them. Oh, okay. And then the other thing is go up here and duplicate it. Then select the original and delete the original. Now I guarantee it's going to work. Those are the 3 solutions. See, that's how you fix it. Little stupid, but I mean, it's probably gonna mess up on you, and I'm glad it messed up on me so I can show you. Those are the 3 solutions you can do. So I'm just gonna do the same thing on these. And to save time, just check what messed up. So everything worked except the toes and well, that was the boots. Hold on. Oh, okay. Okay. See, it's like the toes and the chest. That's what didn't work. Push bake. Toes worked. Torso's pretty big, so it'll take a second. Torso worked. Everything works. And I will show you to check that. So now that you have everything you want, you push bake and everything should work. You can tell it doesn't work because this up here will change. The texture will change, will bake to a completely different map. Also, it literally will not be there, so you can tell it didn't work. So I'm going to cut ahead. I'm assuming this is going to work. If it doesn't work, I will tell you and I'll fix it. I feel that I need to give his waistcloth more texture, so I'm going to edit other stuff to make them smaller in place of that. Like his leg textures, you literally don't see them behind because they're behind this, so it wouldn't make sense for me to make them bigger. See, I'll do this. That should be enough. Let me rotate it a bit. Yeah, should definitely be enough space now. And it's not that it wasn't before. It probably was, actually. It's just, I just want to make sure. I want it to be, I want it, because you see it does take up a lot of space. So now I'm going to bake it again, and I will be back. Okay, great. So everything baked correctly. This is the map, and I think it looks pretty good. So now, save this image as pretty much the same thing. You don't have to edit the name or anything. Now go down. Everything works now. If the diffuse worked, the normal works. So go to normal in the bake options and push bake normal. Now the thing is, I don't think everything has a normal. So if it doesn't have a normal, do not select it. Like, I don't think the eyes do. Maybe I'm mistaken. Okay, for me, everything does have a normal. Let me just check. Yeah, so the eyes do have a normal. If it doesn't have a normal, don't select it, because the UV will be the same and it'll just be flat. But if you want to give it texture, if it has textures, bake the textures. If it doesn't, it's best just don't do anything. So yeah, we're going to push A, select everything, and bake it to this. And same thing's going to happen, except it's the normals now, which is like the texture, like the roughness of it. See? So I'll be back with that. Okay, so this one worked as well. See, this is like the, show you the leg. This is like the, like definition and stuff that your model will have. So we're going to save this and then put an N after it, so you know it's the normal map. You already know, you can see the picture and it looks like a normal map, but yeah, so now we're going to actually add the normal map. So go to every single one of these and push X to get rid of that and add a new material, which we're going to name just a bunch of zeros. Now Shift A to add a texture, an image texture. Shift A to add an image texture. Shift A to add a vector normal map. Connect these, connect this. And we're going to add the 00 Kratos normal map, which is this one. And it's going to start out as an RGB. Do not do that. Do non-color. It won't affect in-game because it's still the same normal map and the game knows how to read it. But you want to see it correctly in Blender, you want to do that. Now do color to base color. Open Kratos PNG. There we go. Now this, we're going to make everything 0. Start at the top. Okay, so I added them all, and it should look absolutely disgusting. This is what, they should look like, just stuff all over the place. So now you're going to go back to every single one and go down to the green triangle and push the first UV map and get rid of it. So this is the head. You'll see the head will correct itself because the new UV takes place, and yeah, I think it looks good. Yeah. So just get rid of the original UV and everything should look good. Okay, so this is the correct texture. It's all of Kratos is on a single map, which is great. And nothing really looks bad, so that's great. I recommend, by the way, you guys save a lot, like save a bunch of projects, because, you know, like if you mess up, you don't want to do that all over again. This is how he's going to look in game, though, pretty much. I mean, like, there's no light on him, but, yeah, it looks pretty good. So, that's cool. Yeah, now we're going to move on to the next step. Now that he only utilizes one map, one normal map, and he's rigged to Kratos, file export him as an OBJ. Don't do anything other than an OBJ. It doesn't matter what it's named. Okay, so now I'm actually not going to close this, just in case you need to make some adjustments. Make sure that you leave this open, probably save it. I'm not going to, because I'm pretty sure I did it right, and I know how to fix stuff if I didn't, so yeah, that's about it. Now we're going to close this though. Open Blender again, a new Blender, delete the cube, and then go to text editor, open desktop, and go to the script, the God of War Blender script for exporting VBs and importing it. So run that script, give it a second, and then that's it. Now you can import actual real VBs. So we're gonna import all of Kratos, which all of this is in the description or just on my website. I'm gonna give you a bunch of just dumps, just a bunch of files, and you can use those to modify your model. So there we go. This is Kratos. We're gonna push Control J to merge him. Now we're gonna go into tab, and this is important. I probably should have actually no, it's not important. This one, don't do this yet. This one doesn't matter. This one is just filler. Anyway, this is for the body. Now what we are gonna do though is import a head, and get rid of some things, make it like a Halloween mask. So this and this, push shift, then push Control L, and then delete these vertices. Now go down here to his mouth, select these, push Control L, and delete those vertices. So now it's just like a husk Halloween mask, and that's what you want for rigging the face to move like Kratos. So we're in object mode, and that's it. Now import your OBJ file, your desktop. I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay, so everything that we hid will actually stay over there. So you can see that all of his hair and like this stuff that should be invisible, we're just gonna hide it, because that actually already, in my case, uses the same map, a 1024 pixel map. So I don't have to worry about baking that. You can bake it. Blender 2.8 does not bake transparency well, but you can edit it in Photoshop. All you have to do is just remove the black background, and you'll have a PNG pretty much. So that's how you would do that if you want to bake it. That's what I've had to do before for like my Magni mod and stuff. But go up here and push this, and you can see the textures loaded, and this is what he looks like. I think he looks fine. Yep. Okay. Now the thing that you want though is probably to cut his. Well, actually, I'm gonna show you a trick that I like to do, which is, well, okay, getting ahead of myself. Push A, tab, edge, clear sharp. That doesn't really matter, but I like doing that. So hand VB. Now go to his body. Now go up here and push the blue button and push smooth. This is proportional editing. You can push connected only. You need connected for the mouth editing. I'll show you that. But so I guess we're gonna start with the head. Get the eyes, or not. Get the eyes and push H and hide them. Now this, I'm going to cut with, yeah, so I'm just gonna get his traps, pretty much. So like right there. Probably faces be way better. Like that. Even then, that's not really that good. Okay, I'm just gonna get that. That's fine or whatever. Now separate selection tab. Now go to his body and hide it. Actually, matter of fact, hide everything else that isn't that. So this is his face. This is what's going to move when Kratos' face moves. Let me check this. Control L. I want UVs though, so I select UV, and this apparently has the same UV. So that's interesting. The thing is, I don't know if that's a good thing because I want it to be hollow, just like Kratos's. So I might just select them all on my own and delete them. Okay, well, I did do that. Also, I had X-ray on, so what is happening right now? Stop. Okay, so go over here and select all of this. Probably those two, I guess. Maybe not. But probably. Anyway, delete those. Looks fine. So that's that. Now, does he have a mouth? He does, so we have to get rid of that too. Control L. Wonderful. Yep, now he just has this, which is just another flesh mask. So now we're gonna actually give the face weights. So I merged his trap muscles in his head. Now what you're gonna do is go down to this triangle, push, well, it's already there, shape keys. Now push plus and plus. Now when you go into edit mode, go into vertex selection, push this. Now you should just rip his mouth open. So probably looking something like this. Look at how strong his jaw is. Anyway, yeah, no, I think it's just, no, you have to get rid of the circle. I pushed C to get the circle, by the way, circle selection. So now we're gonna rip his mouth open. That looks good. Now just push connected, and only the connected parts moved, which isn't exactly great because his trap is not connected. Interesting. So I'm having trouble ripping it, which is fine. Okay, or not. What's happening? Okay, go up here to vertex, merge vertices. I'm probably gonna merge a lot. 86 is probably enough. So now it should work correctly. Now push connected. Yeah, nothing got distorted that time, so that's great. That's how you fix that, by the way. If there's any irregularities, you just make it merge vertices, pretty much. I didn't connect those, so I should probably go back. Connected. Now I want to make this open pretty much like this. Connected. Connected. And now same thing over here. You just rotate it. Connected. Move it up. Connected. And I'll probably move this by itself. I don't know if his mouth's open enough, so I'm probably just gonna go back here and do this. Well, okay, that didn't really help. I kind of need to get in here and do this then. Yeah, looks good. His mouth is open and his eyes are sockets, so it's great. And nothing looks like it tore up because it's all connected or merged, so that's good. That's all you really need. Now go back into tab, you'll see it's gone. And if you increase the value of your shape keys, then this increases. So get the head, which is this one, the hollow husk. Matching Kratos' face to Kratos' face really isn't that difficult. But the thing is that I didn't match his lips to his lips. So that kind of sucks. But you probably should in the modeling. Anyway, I just did right there though. and I will have to move his thing in the actual modeling. I'll show you. Hold on. Most important thing right now though is getting his face to line up, and like I said, I just grabbed the wrong thing. Have I been moving the wrong thing? I don't think I have. No. So yeah, just about right there. It's literally the same person, so it's not gonna be that difficult. I mean, you know, its head looks about the same. All right. Well, for me at least. I don't know about you guys. So now I'm gonna edit Kratos's actual, like from God of War 4. Well, actually no. I kind of went ahead. Sorry about that, but no big deal. This one with the shape keys, push. I didn't duplicate it. So did I? Did I already duplicate this? No. Okay. So duplicate objects, click it. This one has everything you need, so push this. Now increase the value all the way. Go up to bases, delete it, and delete it. Now his mouth is open. That's why I was having difficulty. So now go this, and it was good what I just did though, because, well, I mean, it'll help. I'll show you. So it's probably best, wish they weren't so far away, but it's probably best if you just rip his mouth open on your own without the thing in the way. Something like that. Well, not like that, but whatever. Just connected. Alright, cool. I guess his mouth is open or whatever. So that's cool. Gonna make it a little bit bigger though. That's cool. Now the eyes, this is the edited one, so that's cool. The eyes I need to fix, obviously, but we're gonna fix the lips first. And then these lips, grab this, move it in, grab this, move it out, right there. And it should also be the same this way. Yeah, it looks fine. His mouth should open correctly, I think. Maybe move these up a bit. Yep, that's good. Now his nose isn't really important, besides it's kind of the same. So probably about right there. His brow probably has to be the same if you want his eyes to move properly. I'm actually gonna move the whole thing down. That's a good idea, actually. Hold on. So yeah, that's how I want it to move anyway. So now I'm gonna edit his eye locations to be the one with new Kratos, or young Kratos, which is the model I'm editing, into God of War, the new game. So like this. Oh, yeah. I think it looks pretty good, and he'll actually blink. That's why I'm doing this, and he'll open his mouth. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm assuming you've seen my other videos and you want a tutorial. That's why you're here. So yeah, okay. Sick. It's looking good. Okay, that looks fine, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it looks great actually. So don't worry about irrelevant stuff. Just that looks fine. So now push the wrench, add modifier, shrink wrap, push this, the dropper, and do that. And now it should just match to him. And if you hide that, you'll see this is Kratos' face matched to your model. So that's great. Now, select, I think it's already selected. Yeah, select the head VB. And then shift select the other one, which is your mesh. I'll just do it up here. Oh, never mind. So select the head VB and then select that. It should look pretty weird like this. Now go to weight paint, weights, transfer weights. Everything's fine except for this. Go to by name. It should take a second or not, I guess. Do that. Now get rid of the VB. Okay, so Kratos' face has weights. Now, to get it correct, you select the duplicated item, then you shift select the new, or the item with the weights, then you go down to the green button, and you go to shape keys, and you push join as shapes. Now you go down, and you increase the value, and it will do the opposite. It will actually close its mouth. Then get rid of the basis and that, then get rid of the duplicated item without the weights. And now you have this. Now if you go to weight paint, you can actually see the weights. So go to 534. Should be his bottom lip. That's actually looking really good. Most of my models don't look that good. But that's fine. That's great. That's obviously what I wanted. So that's his head all rigged up. I'm just going to rename it to head actually. And there you go. Now this is his eye, and that's his body. I think his other eye's somewhere down here. There we go. Great. So for that, honestly, here's the thing. If you think about it, the back of your head moves. The back and front of your heads move at the same time, right? So what I usually do is I give his eyes the same weights as the back of his head. And yeah, that's just what I do. So join these, Control J. Now push this, shift, weight paint, weights, transfer weights. It's a big red thing, like if you know about weights. So I'm gonna change it actively and then by name. And now they have weights. That's great. Basically what I'm saying is like nothing's gonna distort the eyes. They're literally just gonna go forward. That's what's gonna happen in games. So these are called eyes. So the eyes have weights, and we're gonna hide them. Everything else, I'm gonna have to get down. Everything else pretty much is just gonna adhere to what we've already done. Meaning like, well, actually, I have no idea why I said that, but we're gonna give this the weights of the VB of the full body, not that. Don't do that. Okay. So I guess it's hand VB. There we go. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna come up here. You're gonna select this, and you're gonna push tab, and you're gonna go to see through, and it's gonna put you in edit mode, obviously. So select everything like this and delete it. So nothing's bad. You got rid of, but you still want the trap muscles kind of. So this should look fine in game. I don't know. Probably will look fine. So definitely, yeah. So shift select that. All this stuff is not selected. Hold on a second. Hand VB, deselect this stuff, and then select this, I guess. I don't see anything wrong, so I'm going to push Control J. This is one object now. This is the body. So body. Now, get the hand VB back. Push the hand VB, then push your body. Go to weight paint, transfer weights. It'll take long. I'm assuming it worked. I mean, you're going to see the weights show up. Meaning it worked. Yeah. And I'm not going to bother changing it back and forth. It worked. It took too long. I don't care. Delete. Now get your eyes and your head back. And that's it. He's weighted to Kratos. So push Control J. Now push tab. Select everything. Vertex. Merge vertices by distance. Should fix any errors. I mean, like you literally just cut stuff. So now they're back to normal so you don't even see a seam. Now, yeah, you have to fix the weights. For stuff like this, just go to weights, normalize all, push lock active. You're gonna have to go back in, so push weight paint, normalize all, just like that. So, yep. Then go to clean. I clean all the groups by 0.05 for models which are not alphas. So clean, normalize, clean. That's about it. You just normalize it. Make sure the last thing you do is normalize it. So yeah, this is what's gonna look like in game. And now you have to actually import a VB though. On my website, my mod Garo, my Garo mod, his vertex buffer, you're gonna get that. So it's on my desktop. So Garo, God of War, Garo, and you're gonna get Garo's VB. He has an IB, a VB, and an FMT. So this is what Garo looks like. So this is just that. So I'm gonna select Garo and push tab. Actually get rid of X-ray. So push tab again. Now go back into Kratos. Push tab, make sure nothing is selected. You want to UV maps and rename it to textcord, all capitals, .xy, which is lowercase. And that's pretty much it. Now you push shift select, make sure the first selected thing is your model, and then select the actual vertex afterwards. Now push Control J, and then you'll give Garo your textures, and push tab and delete faces because only the selected ones were Garo. And there we go, we have the Garo VB, but now it's your model. So great. Now we're gonna actually export this VB to the desktop, and it's just gonna be untitled. You're gonna need an FMT, a VB, and an IB. So I guess we're gonna get right into putting this into game. So go to go to your directory, and like I said, I'm gonna give you a couple of my mods are gonna have download links, but Garo will be out right after this video. So I'm gonna copy the Garo mod here. Now, wait, I'm just gonna rename this to Kratos because it is just Kratos. That's who it is. Now get rid of all these because they're irrelevant. Then move your things in here. Now push Control C, and then rename, Control V. Name it Garo. You can change the names. They don't have to be Garo. It's just you would have to go into this, change everything. Because like right now, the game is reading that it's replacing Garo VBs, and that's what we're about to create. So drag your VB file into the unmerged God of War batch file. And there we go. Now in game, he looks like God of War Ascension Kratos. But I was going to load the game up to check, but you don't really have to do that because like it'd be better if you had the thing. So go to patch. So here's the thing. You honestly probably will not have a mods folder. I don't remember. So you definitely don't. Anyway, exec folder. You probably don't have a patch folder. So get a patch folder. Go to PCLE, which you'll also probably have to create. Now then, to create a text pack. So like I showed you guys early on in the video how to get the textures. I already did that. I actually got Garo's textures. I did the same thing at the beginning of the video. Well, actually, I just already had them, so I just copied it. And now this is Ascension Kratos textures. This is what you'll have. Now, to start this out, you don't need GIMP right here, can use DDS. However, I use Photoshop with an Intel plugin. So use Photoshop and this website right here, which will be in the description. Basically, it just allows you to deal with DDSs in Photoshop. It's a little plugin. So actually open Photoshop. Again, I don't know. I've never used GIMP for DDS, but you can, and GIMP is free, by the way. Anyway, so drag the Garo texture in. Now drag your texture in. It should be the same thing, so it should just do that. Now go to File, Save As, and it should save as the same thing in the Ascension Kratos textures. I have there's two things. If you can see it, it's a diffuse texture. So diffuse is color, BC1 for BPP. That's the option. Okay. Now the other two though, the normal and the other map, are not that way. So we're gonna close that and we're gonna show you. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, so 188. This is the normal map. Cigar only had pans and I didn't bother with the rest because he's pretty flat. So go to Kratos normal, copy that here. It will overlap your thing. File, save as, same thing. Yes, replace it. Now it's color plus alpha, BC 7/8 fast linear. Or this is my preset. Definitely, if you're gonna do this, make 2 presets to save time. So there we go. Alpha. No alpha channel, it's just an alpha. Sick. Now open 556. This is a 100 or 1024 thing. Now import your thing. Go up to blending options. Actually, hold on, don't do that yet. Push Control I. You're gonna invert the colors. Now go to blending options. Get rid of red and blue, and now it's just green. This is just gonna make it flat, and you can apply red or blue to make it, shiny and stuff. But just, just do this. Trust me. So save as that. Yes, and I do have to check. Sometimes it messes up and actually makes an alpha channel. So I'll close this. No, it didn't, so that's sweet. Now you're done with your actual model. And if you have no alpha, you're done. You literally just made a mod. I mean, you're going to have to check and see if it's okay. But yeah, anyway, so what I'm going to do now is open CMD and just, you can drag the God of War tool in, but you type in TextPack P, then you drag your texture folder and then put /I. Here we go. Now for me, I'm gonna drag this here, and I'm just gonna name it to guts. I'll explain why though. So this is what it should look like. Talk files are .textpack.talk, and then textpacks are .textpack. The reason it's guts is because if I go to my God of War exec and I go to my boots options, the only way texture packs work is if you go to this and it looks like this. When you first do it, assuming you've never had a mod before, Control C, and then delete it. This is what it's gonna look like, just like this: patch loud packs, patch text packs. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna type in this in parentheses, // and then it's the patch folder, and then inside the patch folder is PCLE, and inside PCLE is your text packs and your talk. So yeah, for me it's named guts. You can name it to whatever you want, but the guts text pack is what we're going to be using. So if you, I don't know who you're using, but yeah, you would save that. I just already have it. So I think I already have the mods, right? Okay guys, so load this. I have a save I just do when you first meet Brock.
Hey Brock,
okay, so
did you now?
Yeah,
well,
I think he looks great. So I'm gonna run away from Brock because Brock's loud. And yeah. Oh wait, I just realized I didn't actually move his mouth, but I will fix that. Hold on. Texture wise and everything, I think he looks great. I didn't even add the alphas yet, so that's great. Let me go into photo mode. Yeah, I think he looks great. The only thing is, like I said, I'll show you. Yeah, he looks cool. So that's great. So now we're gonna go to his face, which is really detailed. And I didn't move his teeth. Yeah, see, I have to move his head down, which is fine. But his mouth moves perfectly, which is what I wanted. But yeah, I just have to move his head down a bit to line up, and I'll show you how to do that. But his weights are correct. It's just his head is in the wrong place. Yeah, I think he looks great. I actually just realized that I have the no blades thing on, so you can't see them right now. The eye and eye. I can also show you how to make an eye and eye that hides stuff, by the way, if you want to see that video. But yeah, I genuinely think he looks great, and I kind of figured he would. He looked pretty good in Blender. That's awesome. So. Looks so stupid though. Okay, so that's great. Our mod works. I'm gonna change it though. I'm gonna go into Blender and fix it. Okay, so to do that, is this the VB? Yeah, this is the VB. I'm gonna get the head back. So VB, I'm just gonna get a random head. This is how I'm gonna fix it. And just like we edited, or I don't know, whatever. Just like we edited the other stuff, have proportional editing on, and then we're just going to move his mouth where Kratos' mouth is so his teeth work properly. Just like that. His eyebrows are not in the right place. Oh no, none of it is. I'm actually going to go back then and fix that. Okay, so everything is in the right place. So now when I do this, everything's in the right place. That's awesome. So hide the VB for now. Or no. I need to select everything when I edit it. And clear sharp. So now I'm going to go back in and probably just pretty much do that. Everything else should just follow through. So now I'm just going to move it pretty big. Same thing I just did. Make his lips line up. Yeah, that's it. It's pretty much everything. Yeah, and then I'll see if there's any distortions. Probably not, though. Nope, everything looks great. And like I said, though, I don't even need the alpha channels. Just the way his... just the way he looks in game was fine. But I'm going to definitely add the alpha channels, so... This, oh shoot, this, oh no, this and this. So Control J to merge your alpha stuff, and then go to Shift, and then give them the weights of, Kratos' face. So by name, I think they have weights now. Okay guys, so I did actually get it to work, and it's not like, I'm not going to show it. It's just, let me go to Blender. What I did was I created a new Blender. I opened the script again, and I just normalized and cleaned the weights. See, like this. If you see like 0 through, I think it's all, 1033. And you keep like cleaning it and nothing happens. Just make a new, Blender kind of messes up sometimes. That's all I'm going to say. So that's how you fix that. So we'll go back into God of War. Okay, so first of all, hide this. Make sure it's deselected, which it is. Now, file import the VB of his beard, which I will also have on my website. There we go. Sick. Again, do the same thing. Make sure all of that is selected. Rename this to text chord.xy. Make sure everything's deselected. Shift, Control J, and tab, delete faces. Now you have a beard VB. File, export this VB to your desktop as untitled. There we go. Now open up your game directory once again. Go to mods. Now I have I go to my Magni hair, copy here. You can do this when I release my Magni mod. Actually no, I'm gonna release this mod. Okay, so when you have the Magni hair, Get rid of all this. No, two. Now, rename this, Control C. Now, drag your stuff in. Rename, Control V. Now, get the VB file and unmerge it, and it should create 8. So now you have, let me rename it. Kratos. Oh. Here. Okay, that's sick. Everything's done. The only thing is now you have to deal with the textures. Dealing with alphas is a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to go into my Magni textures and go here and hit this. Okay. Now, if I go to the actual textures, okay, so for me, this is the hair texture. And it's already in, it already has an alpha pass, which actually I can make work. So I just have to go to the background and then make it literally any other color. Pencil tool, 5000. So this is going to be the actual like textures. So like I just want them to be black and like grayish. Like I said, I just want them to be black, so I'm just gonna make the whole thing black. I'm not messing with it. File, save as. Yeah, yes. No, it's diffuse. So there you go. Whatever. And same goes for the other thing. Make this black. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now, I think that should fix the colors. I don't know, maybe. So, like, I just want them to be black and, like, grayish. So, oh, no. There we go. No, don't do that. Go to Ascension Kratos textures and does it? Yeah, it does. Now go to, this is a diffuse. There we go. Now, you need this one. So actually just go to image size, make it 512. Then rename it to this. So it's file, save as, Control V. Wait. Save as. No. Yeah, Ascension Kratos textures, save as, diffuse. It's a diffuse map. And there we go. Now, here comes the other part. The alphas. So load alpha channel. Go to channels. Alpha. Now get rid of this one. Yes. Layers. This one already has, well, I need to make this, how big is this? I need to make this 2K. So, image adjustments, size. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, which is 2048. Now file, save as, random stuff, save it to your desktop. Sure. This is going to end up being your alpha channel. Alpha pass, I mean. Well, yeah. Control A to select all the pixels. Control C to copy it. Now, create an alpha channel. Control V. Now do that. Get rid of this. And there we go. You just edited the alpha channel. So now, file, save this as. No, not to Magni textures. To Ascension Kratos textures. Okay, maybe it does exist. Alpha. And there we go. I think there's another one. Yeah, there is another one. Hold on. I don't. Is there normal? Is there hair normal? There's no hair normal, which is fine. I will show you how to fix that, or just deal with that. So this one's done. Now the hair normal is this one. Like I said, I don't even have a normal, so I'm just gonna paint it. the alpha is already there, so I'm gonna file, save as, and this is an alpha. Ascension Kratos textures, alpha, boom, got it. So it's great. Now, don't think I need Photoshop. I don't know. I'm trying to think. That's still the Magni textures. This one is edited. This one's edited. 177. That one's edited. That one's edited. So you have your alpha channels now. Okay, we're just gonna have to see if this works. Okay, guys. So I did actually get it to work, and it's not like, you know, I'm not gonna show it. It's just, let me go to Blender. What I did was I created a new Blender. I opened the script again, and I just normalized and cleaned the weights. See, like this. If you see like 0 through, I think it's all, yeah, 1033, and you keep like cleaning it and nothing happens, just make a new, you know, Blender kind of messes up sometimes. That's all I'm gonna say. So that's how you fix that. So we'll go back into God of War. I actually have his blades, and yeah, I think it looks pretty good, and his beard actually works. You know, it doesn't look weird, and I think it looks great. So yeah, guys, that's how you add a mod in God of War, and I think he came out looking pretty good. So let me just do some stuff. Forgot, was there anything else I was gonna fix? I don't think so. I think it's just literally done. I mean, I will edit the blades to the Ascension blades, but yeah. Cool. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, there you go. That's, Kratos, God of War Ascension Kratos finished in the, game. And, actually, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get a shot of this. Yeah. Nice. This is the thumbnail. Anyway, this is how you mod a custom mod in a God of War. And yeah, if you want to see, I'm gonna put the other image right there. Anyway, if you want to see how to replace the blades or the axe, I will make a quick video on that. Same process, except way simpler and easier. Yeah, that's about it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I have more mods coming out. If you stuck with me, thanks, I guess. I don't really know what to say. I think it came out pretty good. Everything looks good, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, what's up, guys? This is my website, Talleybogie.com. The downloads that I was referring to are in the downloads tab. You just, right now, this is all that's there, but when you go there, there will be more stuff. The stuff you need is in God of War modding stuff. That's what it's going to be titled. And that has everything you need, and it will also have some text documents to explain what everything does. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. I'll see you in the next one.